Good morning. How are we? Happy Thursday. Faye Edwards here, as always. Today is absolutely gorgeous morning. Loads of rain yesterday, and there's woken up with a whole fresh, exciting feeling in the air. So today is something that I think is absolutely fundamental in change in life. And it is be who you want to be today, right now. So many people that I speak to have this vision of the future them, and they put this huge distance between who they are now and this person in the future. Whether it's financially, it quite often is, whether it's circumstance, whether it is visual to do with the way that they look, or their fitness, or their weight, or their hair. And they have this almost unachievable image of future them that they then really focus on. One day, I'm going to buy a new car and have a new house with a garden and a pool. One day, I'm going to be a size 10 and run marathons at the weekend. One day, I'm going to take on a massive fitness challenge for charity. But by saying one day, what you do is you stop it from being achievable. And so you put this huge distance between you now and the you that you want to be. And guess what happens? By doing this, you never move any closer. So you're here and the future you is here, and you both keep moving, but you stay the same distance away from each other. And what this whole attitude fails to realise is, again, there's no magic wand. You don't suddenly wake up one day and have the fitness that you always wanted, the health that you always wanted, the finances that you always wanted, the love life that you always wanted, the family situation that you always wanted. It doesn't happen on its own. So the only way you're going to get there is if you make it happen. Do you really want to have a financial goal and X amount of new cars? What is that going to cost me? What do I need to do to get there and work it back from today? You want to have an amazing relationship with your family? You can't sit at home and wait for that to happen. You have to actively go out and engineer that situation to happen. And we need to take down that barrier and that distance between now us and future us. And the very best way to start doing that is by being that person today. So whether it's the way that you look, obviously you can't magically lose 2 stone in a day, but you can stop letting the fact that you don't become your limiter, become your block. So dress how you want to dress every day. Do your makeup and your hair how you want it to be every day. Wear the clothes and the shoes. Drive the car that you want. You can make it happen. And then you are proactively bringing that future you closer to now you. There isn't this void, there isn't this uncrossable chasm that means you're never ever going to get there. It's entirely doable. Anybody who's achieved anything is only another human being too. We all have the same power within us to make those achievements. And the difference is, some people either do it and some people don't. So imagine tomorrow, what would you do differently? What would you wear? What would your daily routine be? What time would you wake up? You know me, I'm a stickler for people who desperately want to wake up early and crack on with life, and they haven't actually done anything to make that happen. It's not a magical thing where you spring out of bed at 5:30 with the fairies and thinking everything's wonderful. That takes a change in routine and a change in attitude. And once you achieve that, it's totally doable. Some days it isn't wonderful. I've touched on this before. This morning at 10 to 6, I could quite happily have snuggled back under the duvet instead of leaping out of bed and jumping into the shower. But I chose. I made a choice not to. And you can too. So what can you do tomorrow to make the changes? What are you going to wear? What time are you going to wake up? How does your day look? Are you in control of it? Do you have a plan? I want you to really think about it. There's also one more kind of intangible thing, and that is, how do you carry yourself? The way that you carry yourself now, is it slightly apologetic and head down and a bit invisible? Or is it proud, shoulders back, I want to be heard, I am important? And that is a change that is all from within. A very physical difference in your stance and in the way that you interact with other people. Hold eye contact, keep it. Use people's names when you're talking to them. Introduce a change each day that gets you from the you now closer to the future you, the you that you want to be. And when those changes become habit, that's when you become the future you. And so by making small but definite and positive changes every day, we're making those steps closer. So for me, I always want to be a size 10. And I make healthy choices. But what I also do is actually embrace who I am and what I am. And I know that for the important things for me are what I look like. I like to be smart. I like to look a certain way all the time. So there is no, sorry, I didn't do my hair and makeup today with me. Nobody will catch me like that, because it doesn't exist. Because that's how I want to perceive myself, and it's how I want to be perceived. Again, I always have a colourful scarf. That's one of my important things. I always wear smart boots, and they're shiny. So I have my things that make me realise and make me feel closer to the future me. And then adopting those things makes you change. So you can change your stance, you can make the eye contact, you can be the assertive person that you think you're going to be in the future. And that is entirely possible because you're making the small step changes. So think today, what can you do tomorrow? Is it about health and fitness? Is it about your daily routine? Is it about the way that you look? Think about the very small changes that you can introduce that are being the real you, the future you now. I'm sure you've all come across the phrase, fake it to make it. It's a shame that it's been so kind of overused, because there is nothing fake about any of this. But what it means is you can look exactly how you want to look every day. You don't have to wait for the future to be the person that you want to be now. You can remove all of those obstacles and all of those things that are getting in your way, and you can be that person from tomorrow. And that's not being fake. That's literally saying, I want to look like this. I want to appear in this way. I want to have these things. And you're being assertive, and you're taking positive action towards the changes in your life that you want. I'm off to a meeting now with a portfolio landlord. Really, really lovely chap. He's old and, that's rude. He's 81, and him and his wife are lovely. And so we're going to work out a solution where I can help them, give them exactly what they need, and take everything off their hands. And I'm really excited to see them. I met them in July. So this is a pipeline project. And I'm really confident because I know who I am. I know that I look the way that I want to look. I don't need to apologise for my existence. I need to be proud and carry myself. And that's what I'm going to do. Let me know What changes can you make from tomorrow that are taking those small steps between the now you and the you that you want for the future? Have a good one.